You wouldn't want me to start on time, would you? Of course not. So here I am, a minute or two late to my own live show. How's everybody doing out there? I see we got from across the pond and across this country, 8 time zones away, M3 Lions. What's up, my friend? Chad made it. Thank you, Chad. And Prowler 671 is here. Glad to hear it. Everybody's going to charge up the phone. So if I took the time to do this right, I'd end up never doing it. So I got the package today. I'm opening the package today. As a matter of fact, I got 2 packages today. And so the first one is from Big O. I'm going to open that first as a little teaser because there's one book in here that leads into what's in this package. Now, this is, unless I'm sorely mistaken, this is not a slab. This is just a very carefully packed book, as it should be, because I paid a lot of money for it. If you've been following along, last Saturday, Discovery Bay had a not well advertised Saturday pop-up show. And the reason why it wasn't very well advertised is because I bugged the heck out of him to do it. Hey, what's up, Quick Draw? Ben, Nick, thanks for stopping by, everybody. And so he was cool. And he's like, yeah, let's do it, right? But it was really kind of last minute. And I know he promotes his stuff really well. He's a wizard with all that stuff. So the reason why I asked him to do that was simply because I needed to get some money. There was a comic on eBay that in 9.8 goes for money beyond, in 9.4, 9.2, it goes for money beyond what I'm capable of spending. But I saw a Raw that looked really good. It ended on Sunday, so I needed my money before that. It was at a pretty darn low price. I mean, everything is relative, right? But for me, it seemed like a low price, or at least a price where I was in the realm of, okay, I could do that. So I stacked my my PayPal up. I sold a lot of keys, but I sold a few minor books that I didn't really want to part with. The Edge of Spider-Verse comic book variant, that was a book I really liked. The Edge of Spider-Verse third printing, that one is okay to get rid of. And then my John Tyler Christopher Yoda book, I sold that to Discovery. And, that's what you got to do, right? I'm not independently wealthy. I don't think too many of us are. So I sold some books and I got a bigger book. In the meantime, couldn't help myself. So I bought stuff from other people. And what's really funny here is Big O sent this back to me. This is my note to him, right? It says, Big O, nice doing a little trade with you. Always prefer this way to straight up purchases. So yeah, we kept buying stuff from each other. And then by the time we were ready to ship, we're like, well, let's just trade and make sure it equals out. So he goes, I couldn't agree more. Hope these stack up for the swap, Big O. So I think he might have included more than what I actually bid on in one. I'm not sure. And like I said, there's one book in here that leads to the book in the big box. What's in the big box? Rah. So definitely shipping well because he's using my own shipping. That's so awesome, man. That's so awesome that he did that. So let's see. Now, I think I was expecting 2 or 3 books, and there's 4 or 5 in here. So I'm definitely feeling like I did good. Let's see what I done did. Pull tabs everywhere. I knew what you meant, Nick. I was down to your sentiment, if not the grammatically fun way you presented it. I was down with your sentiment, just not the way you presented it. I like my little rhyme, too. All right. Enough of that craziness. First book up. Ooh, we're going to do that book last. I'll tell you why. Ooh, I have not read this. I never got this. This is cool. First book up, a little Adam Hughes. cover for Ride. I know this is big pre-COVID. One of those books that maybe did not develop the momentum everybody hoped for. Just want to check, make sure that is not a message from the wife. It's a WhatsApp. She's upstairs dealing with some stuff. Oh, what did she forget? She forgot to tell me to get tomato sauce. I just got back shopping. It's all right, sweetie. I'll go out later and get it. All right, so we got that Adam Hughes. Oh, nice. Nice. Not only is this an Adam Hughes, I do not have 79. I'm collecting X-Men Classic, and I don't have 79. I don't believe, and this is also Adam Hughes. There's a little A above my finger. I'm pretty sure I don't have 78. Here's a newsstand for 77. Now, this one I do have, but if I don't have a newsstand, I'll be more than happy to add this to the collection. And there's 76. So that is really, really sweet. That is nice to get like a little run of books there that I wasn't expecting. 4 Adam Hughes X-Men Classics and 1 Ride. Thank you so much. I was not sure what I was getting, and what I got, I'm really happy with. All right, now this book I did want because if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I am a massive Miss Marvel Kamala Khan fan. And so I saw this, and even though I was trying to save for the big book, I'm like, I'm gonna kick in for this one here because it just looks cool. And so that's where like the idea that we were trading and just paying our own postage rather than like paying each other big money really came in good. So I'm pretty excited for that. Now, if you haven't gotten the hint already, the big book is not an Inhumans book. The big book is a Miss Marvel book. So when I first got back into comic collecting, it was like 2012, 2013. And I didn't like a lot. I wasn't used to the current superhero like method of storytelling. It was just different than what I remember, not necessarily bad. So I started off with a lot of indies, Lock and Key, Saga, Why the Last Man, started getting a lot of trade paperbacks and half-price books, and just kind of like building up my knowledge of more modern comics because I hadn't really read or purchased a comic in 20 years at that point. So I did, though, start reading about what's coming up and what's big. And Miles was already a thing. I think Gwen was already a thing. But Kamala Khan was the new thing that came along in 2004. Hey, Z! And so I was pretty excited to start reading a new superhero comic. And if you've never read the first... I almost stabbed myself in the whoozy what's this. If you never read the first round of Kamala Khan, the 19-issue volume 3, comics, I almost just slipped a bit there, that which Willow Wilson did, I think you're missing out. I think that for me, it felt like I was a teenager reading Spider-Man again. It really had that feel. It was just really, really well done, and it just the idea of a teenage superhero getting powers, trying to not only figure out her powers and her superhero-dom, but figure out being a teenager in this crazy world, not to mention being a Muslim teenager in this racist world. So, all right, a lot of shopping bags protecting this inner box, which is a good sign. So I got into it, and I collected the series. And I collected a lot of like related Miss Marvel stuff. I got a lot of stuff signed because Willow Wilson lives in Seattle, so I've seen her a couple times at Free Comic Book Day. She goes to a local place, and a couple times. Hey, Mark is here. Hello, Mark. And a couple times she's been to Emerald City Comic Con, or at least once she's been to Emerald City Comic Con. She was supposed to be there this year, but I don't think that's happening in August, the rescheduled one. I'd be surprised if it does. They haven't announced anything, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna go unless it's masks like required. So this person prefers shopping bags to to bubble wrap, which, it's all soft plastic. So that's a nice box, actually. I like that. Quality, thick. Here's the book. Man, this is suspense is killing me. So I collected that volume 3, and I collected volume 4. I didn't like volume 4 as much. It got too wishy-washy. Maybe it felt more like it was written for kids. Wasn't my favorite. Didn't love it as much as I love volume 3, though there were some good issues. And then Magnificent Miss Marvel that Saladin Ahmed is doing. That is a quality book. I actually really like the way he writes. I think he really took her and upped the amperage as far as superhero comics go. So I was really pretty darn psyched that he took over, and G. Willow Wilson went and wrote some other stuff. She did Wonder Woman, which wasn't too into, but I'm really excited to read what she writes on the Sandman Dreaming. That's going to be really cool when she takes that writing over. So I got all the books, and then I got into comics, and then I got into YouTube, and then I met all you and people out there, and I learned that there were these things called variants and second printings, right? And it's interesting stuff to learn when you're 42, 43. That was, that was 6-7 years ago. Yeah, that's right. Aging myself. Things I didn't really know about when I was collecting as a kid. And so I saw these covers that I'd missed. I'm like, wait, I have issue 2. And it's like, no, you've got the regular issue 2. That's the 1 in 50 issue 2. It's like, oh, okay. So what is that, like $5? No. It's a lot more than that, metaphorical. A lot more. Now, this company made me pay extra for putting it in a top loader, and made me pay extra to have it insured for the full amount. I'm like, that's kind of cheap, but whatever. So, like I said, pretty darn excited here. This is, without further building it up and ripping up pieces of paper, Miss Marvel, Volume 3, Number 2, Kamala Khan, the 1 in 50 Jorge Molina variant. This thing it's not a ghost, because there's plenty of them around on eBay, but they do not go cheap. They do not go cheap. I think I was lucky to get this for the price that I did. I'm going to remove it from the top loader. Take it out so there's less glare. But this is a comic that I have wanted for a long time. This sits right up underneath 181 and Giant Size X-Men number 1, but it doesn't sit too much further below. So I was worried that there was something wrong with it, but I'm telling you, I don't get a lot of stuff slabbed. And I am really, really excited to get this signed by G. Willow Wilson. I'm doing this as much so I can see the reflection, because it's easier to see in the computer. And to have one of those CGC red shirts follow me about. I am not, how many slabs do I own? 2, Star Wars number 1 and this one. And that is it for slabs. So I am not a slab guy. Oh, yeah, that's about it for slabs that I've bought. But this book, just because of the amount of money I paid for it, I might want to get it certified and put in hard plastic case. Okay, so now this needs a press. It might be a 9.6. So I don't think we're color breaking much, but if you can see the light catch up there by the staple, I don't see color breaks in that black, but I see a little thing on this spine there. I see a little, yeah, I think I'm looking at a 9.6, which the $35, I hope I get a 9.6. This is 9.4. I'd freak out. The $35, it froze because this is so good. The $35 that I'd have to pay for this to get slabbed or whatever it is, get a signature witness, would triple the price of what I paid to it, into really astronomical amounts. Sorry if I froze for everybody. So Censaro, the Grail is the Miss Marvel Jorge Molina variant, 1 in 50 variant to number 2. This thing you could find like a Mexican version for $70-$80. You could find this on like a UK magazine. Key Comics Market Watch knows what this is. He'll tell you about this. But to get this, not cheap, but I think I got this for a decent price. And now this completes volume 3. So you want to talk about completist. I figured this show is going to be kind of short, so I grabbed some other comics to show you, just to make it a bit better show. So we're going to go through the entire run of Miss Marvel number 1. So this is the one that most people are familiar with. This is issue 1, number 1. If you check the barcode out, 00111. Thank you, Chad. I'm super happy. Here is the second printing, 00112. Thank you, Key Comics. This is a book I've been after for a while. Third printing, 00113. Fourth printing has a 4 at the end of the barcode. Fifth printing. Now, see, some people call this the fifth printing, but look at the barcode. 00171, which would indicate this is the 7th variant and not a later printing. But I know it's a later printing. I know it's not the 7th printing because I've got that. It's just really weird the way they did the numbering, because this one, maybe it's because this one is a sketch. I don't know why they did that. Maybe Key Comics knows, right? Because the next one then, 00116. And I know there isn't a book that goes 00115. Like I know that from all my research. And then this one is 00117. So that's why they call that 4th variant a 5th printing, even though it's got the barcode indicates different, right? It's just really weird. And then I don't really consider this part, but they of the same run, they did a True Believers. And that's actually got the same 4 digits down there, the 0834. But then the Halloween Comic Fest, which I guess I need to get this signed. This one came much later, so it's got a different barcode number, right? So there's all the number 1s in that run. I had this place marked earlier. Oh, I've got them on the wall. Okay, duh. I'm like, wait, where's my books? Here is the costume variant. This counts as the 5th variant to that. I got this signed by Wilson and McKelvey. Here is the Art Adams color variant. This was like a 1 in 25 or 1 in 50, I think. And then this one is the Art Adams 1 in 100, I think, or maybe this is 1 in 50 sketch variant. I'm not sure, so not too sure, but oh, these are still sticky, so I'm going to leave them over here. I pulled both parts off the wall with some of them instead of only half. So that's all the number 1s that I have. Thank you, Nick. It took me a while to get those, and I got them before the book was super hot, so I'm pretty excited about those. All right, issue 2, first printing, second printing, issue 2, third printing, fourth printing. So these were low print run books. Even the number 1, when it first came out, they weren't expecting it to take off. Issue 3, and these early covers are some of my favorite. Issue 3, first. Issue 3, second. Issue 3. Now, this is a variant that I absolutely love as well, the Stuffing the Locker. I think is that Annie Wu? I think that's Annie Wu. I just think that's a marvelous, marvelous cover. Issue 3, third printing. You know what's funny is I've lost the actual book. Oh, there it is. I forgot. Issue 2. No, that's not it. Somewhere in this pile is the actual book, and I've lost it. Never enough. I think you're absolutely right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Issue 4 did a first printing and a second printing. Love this cover. Issue 5, first and second. And I think issue 6 is the last one. Oh, maybe not. Or maybe I'm missing it. I think issue 6 went to second, but I don't seem to have it here. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Issue 6 also had this great, it's called the Guardians variant, but it's not very Guardians oriented. I mean, a little bit. And then there's issue 6, the second printing. I think that's it. Issue 7 was when Wolverine was dying. It's really cool because she doesn't know that when she's hanging out with him. Issue 8 is when she meets Lockjaw. Issue 8 again, doubles. Let's see if I can do this and leave. I feel like I'm turning my shoulder to you guys all the time. There we go. 9, I think, is when she finds out from Medusa that she's an Inhuman, and it was the Terrigen Mists that messed her ass up. 10, 11, 12, Loki comes to the Halloween dance. 13, 14 is another one of my favorite covers, which might explain why I've got 2 of them there. I'll go put that with my doubles. 13, there is the Power of Marvel variant, right? 14, there is the What the Duck variant, which I don't know. 15 is probably one of my all-time favorite covers. I forgot to put this in my top 50 covers. If you've never been to Central Park in the spring, then you don't get this. But if you have, then you do. I love this cover, this variant. It gets me every time. Totally love that. Regular issue 15, 16, 17, 18, call this one the Secret Wars variant, I guess. And then 19, and I absolutely hate when they do this. These were called the Kirby Monster variants. Nothing to do with Miss Marvel at all, except for the title. Otherwise, it's a monster, the Invisible Woman, and the Thing. And you can see the Invisible Woman, so I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That is my Miss Marvel Volume 3 run. It is now complete. It is not missing anything, way, shape, or form. I am super, super excited. Could not be happier. Glad you guys all came to watch this with me. That's really cool. Mike, how you doing? I better go find that book now because I literally lost the main book that this was all about. And that's kind of freaking me out. Did it fall down there? Did it go underneath there? Oh, okay, there it is. That is the book. This circle is now complete, at least for Miss Marvel. We need to get Giant Size X-Men, X-Men 109, and about 4 upgrades. Good job, Southern. That thing shipped fast, too. A lot of people got them. Roman Curtis got his yesterday. I only shipped them out on Tuesday. So, yeah, a lot of this stuff shipped out. Miss Marvel is complete. I do have some X-Men to upgrade, 1 X-Men left to get, and then the Giant Size. Still have 181. I still have Nyx 3 and 4, and I still have Avengers 57. But this is one comic off of the Grail list, so I'm pretty excited for that. I just went out today. I was rushing to get home in time. I got some new bourbon, so I will be on Tuesday for Bourbon and Bullshit. We changed the name of Wine and Comics Late at Night. I changed the name because I stopped drinking wine because of the sugar content, and I'm doing the whole keto thing. So bourbon and BS late at night, Tuesday nights at 10. I think next Thursday I'm on with JP, checking him out on his little indie trade reading thing. We're going to do monsters together, which is a lot of fun. And I'll probably pop up in an auction somewhere, but I don't have a lot to sell right now because I sold off a lot, man. That's, Southern got his package, Big O got his package, people got their stuff. So I'm kind of tapped out, as they say. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I really appreciate it. So good to have you. And yeah, man, that's it for today. I'll see you all soon. Peace. Just sticking around and read the comments for a second. Apparently I never took the backing off this one, which is why the whole thing came off together. That should stick a lot better. And those hopefully have not lost their stickiness too much. Squeezing them in, hopefully without ruining the comics. Oh no. So long, everybody. Take care. Thanks, comics. Appreciate it. Thanks, M3 Lions. I really will end it now.